Hi.
Checking everybody
Should
out.
we clap?
Yep. Yeah. All right, I'm good. I can go now.
Okay.
When you are feeling close to me, and you tell me you care, you know joy fills inside of me. Tell me freely what's in your heart.
Hi, my name is Nicole.
I'm Keith.
Can you say Fisher so I don't have to say it every time?
It's our thing now.
I know, but it just seems like
It
intentional.
takes too long.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I'm Keith Fisher.
So we have a special guest
Let's
on,
call Fisher.
and his name is Ernie. Ernie, what is your last name?
Allen.
It is not. That's your middle name.
No.
No?
No. I mean, it's been Allen as long as I've known it.
Why are you arguing with him, and how do you not know that?
Boom Coffee. Because I don't know.
Names are not your strong suit either.
Observation.
Ernie. So how do we know Ernie? Ernie is what is your title? A food distributor? Salesman?
I'm area sales manager for Performance Food Group.
Okay. Performance Foods. Those of you that don't know that name, Reinhardt might ring a bell.
Yeah.
So he's our food guy in the area. So when we need things, he's helped create things on the menu, which is amazing because we don't know what we're doing ever.
Most of the time.
Yeah. Originally, side note, I'm going to get that out there right away. We did not go with.
I don't care. I'm just kidding.
We did not go with Performance Food because the first guy, the sales rep that came in, was a jackwagon.
He was late to a meeting.
No, and that's not even the reason we didn't like him. He was
part of it.
He was
It was a huge part of it. Very entitled.
very entitled, probably 20.
This is just our opinion. It may not be true, but
Nobody around the area liked him.
You should you show up to a meeting late that we set aside for you, and we gave you like, hey, we're busy. We only got this much time for a window.
We weren't even open yet, so it was like we had to get here to meet with him, and then he was like
probably drop kids off somewhere, and like he was cutting into somebody else's time.
He rolled out of bed when he came in. I'm going to tell you, and then we'll get to you. We'll get to you. Don't worry. He looked. I said that
Full of cat hair.
Full of cat hair. It looked like he rolled out of bed. His hair was messed up, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm late. I had something going." I'm like, "No, you
Look
didn't."
like that guy that makes those reels about how he messages people randomly. He's like, "What up, Finish Shorty? Hey, my bad. Just got out of bed, yo." You know that guy?
No,
I don't.
So he's hilarious.
I don't know. I don't know that guy, but
this guy wasn't funny.
And we had
hilarious.
another food distribution lady that had a scheduled time after him, and so he was cutting into her time, and was so rude to her.
Mm-hmm.
So
not
rude.
a good look. So
How
we're
late
like,
was he?
like an hour.
Yeah.
45 minutes an hour, and so then it was into her time, and I'm like, wait, and then he was like. And she was like being nice. She was like talking to him, and she's like, "Oh, da da da."
I had to like move with him out to get him out the door. Like he wouldn't pick up a hint.
Because we're like, now you're in her time, and then we didn't like him. So we're like, we're not going with you guys, which has pained us because you guys are in our backyard.
Yeah.
And we have friends that work there.
Yeah.
And like it was, you know.
And then let's get to okay. So we were like, and I think what I did is I did on my personal page. I think I did a post about the guy being and then a girl that works in the office saw that, and she's like, "Can you do me a favor and contact?" Which I should have originally done. You know, go right to someone to fix the problem instead of complaining. Yeah, I understand that. I should have.
Yeah. Look at how far you've come.
Yeah. So I should have done that.
We've all grown.
So she's like, "Can you contact this in whatever supervisor and let him know this?" And I did. And he was not amazing either. Whoever I contacted, he was kind of like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry." So we didn't go with Performance until one day. How did it happen? Ernie came in. Oh, no. I got a message from Sarah at Hungry Bear.
Yeah.
There's a new guy in town. His name is Ernie. I'm like, love it already. Loved the name. His name is Ernie. You guys are going to love him. He works for Performance. The other guy, I know his name. I'm intentionally not saying it. The other guy is no longer with them. give him a shot.
or maybe in a different area or something.
Yeah, Milwaukee or something. Fond du Lac. If you know
so,
them.
so then
I just totally said what district he's in. Okay.
maybe
Okay.
maybe not. We don't know.
So Ernie came in, and I mean, that's all.
Now we're here.
Thanks for coming on.
That's a wrap.
So Ernie, I like to ask everybody this, and I came up with another question.
Okay, you should, because he watches our podcast. So this might not work anymore.
Yeah. It's a Sunday morning ritual.
Yeah.
We watch
Okay.
it.
Aw,
Really?
Isn't that
Yeah.
nice?
That's cool.
So
Thanks for listening.
side note, Keith and I said this, when people tell us, like, strangers in the boutique or you're not a stranger, hey, I watch your podcast. It like is so uncomfortably kind. I don't know how to react. The thought of people
Like taking time out of their day to you
Listen?
watch or listen?
It depends. So normally on Sunday mornings, Melinda and I watch it together.
Do you prefer to watch or listen?
Yeah. I do. So I can see the clap.
Okay. I think it's cooler just to see Cammy's like editing of like funny things in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are great. Absolutely.
But
But
it's
it
a huge
really does
it is a huge
mean a lot.
compliment.
Yeah.
Like I said to him just the other, I'm like, I don't even know how to react to that, because I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, I listen, and they'll like quote things or say things, and I'm like, that's so
It is.
kind. Like, thank
Yeah.
you for
It's pretty cool.
that's all.
Yeah.
Okay, back to
So
it.
thanks for watching / listening.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So ask him the question.
Oh, I got a new question.
Oh, I don't know this.
All right. Pretend this really hits home. Trixie's going to love this one.
Oh, I love that from myself.
Pretend you're visited by aliens.
Okay.
Jeez. Jesus. You okay?
I did not expect. Why do you think? Okay, first off, I'm not a crazy alien person.
You love aliens.
I love talking about them. But I'm still drinking this.
I hope so.
Why, it's yours.
I did not. I rarely get surprised, and that surprised
Pretend-
me. Because right out of the gate, let's get into conspiracy theories.
No, I mean, not. So pretend you're visited by aliens.
Okay.
And they offered you a 1-week vacation where you get to go across galaxies and see anything and everything. But when you come back, 10 years has gone past.
Oh,
Would you take it?
No.
No.
That's a dumb question.
What
Nope.
about 5 years?
No.
1 year?
No.
Oh,
No, I would never.
really?
Who would do
Man.
that? Satan. You're
I-
missing out on so much here.
I mean,
I guess if you hate your
you
life.
don't age. You only age a week, but everybody else around you ages.
Well, that's not good.
So, I wouldn't.
Sad.
I mean,
So at what point in your life do you think you would?
If you were in prison,
No, like in age.
then
or
you
something.
would take that
um,
opportunity.
I mean, it would have been before my kids were born. The thought of, missing out on, I mean, they grow up so fast, you know, and before I got this job, I worked so many hours in a restaurant that I missed so much of their life. Looking back on it now, I wouldn't.
Would you? Like-
It's a hypothetical. Jeez, woman.
He's gone.
Drink your coffee. I'll see you in 10 years.
Have you watched on Netflix? It's the 1963. It's about JFK.
No.
Yes. So there is this time warps, and you're in hypothetical, but they go back, and it goes back to whatever year it is. I don't know. I can't 57 or whatever. And life goes by at a normal pace, but when you go back to the time portal, it's only been like 5 minutes. So in your hypothetical question, absolutely. I mean, yeah, no doubt. I mean, I just think it would be so cool to, but
here's the thing,
to not
though.
miss anything in the current.
Yeah, that was a tough.
When
That
you-
was not a good question.
When you come back, nobody believes you. They think you're crazy. Like you probably get put in, an institution. And
They don't have any of those anymore either. So where would they put you? The
I mean, a
streets?
hospital. Okay.
Yeah,
You want to call it a hospital?
they don't really have many things for those either anymore.
I actually liked your other question.
Yeah, well,
All right,
ask him the
go ahead
original.
and answer it then.
Was it the earliest memory you have?
Yeah.
It would definitely be with my grandma.
Oh, tell me about
and
that.
I don't know why, because, and I know, like, I can in my mind see it right now was my grandma changing my diaper. And so I that far back, like I can tell you the house, like my earliest memories in life were with my grandma.
Aw.
So
Do you remember how old you were?
No, I mean, I'm telling you, I mean, diapers. So, I mean, one tops, like, but I absolutely adamantly
Really?
remember that one specific time. I remember that. And then I remember one time, it's the only time grandma ever spanked me. So when I grew up, I lived about 4 blocks away from grandma. You'll love this. And I missed my dog. So I walked the 4 blocks. I told grandma I was going to go play in the front yard, walked the 4 blocks, and I went and knocked on the door, and I was actually talking to my dog through the door.
Aw.
Well, I could hear grandma yelling for me, and I'm like, I'm in trouble. But I'm like, well, I'm already committed. I'm here, right? So my uncle came and got me. He's like, you know you're in trouble, right? I'm like, yeah, I know. It was worth it. I got to talk to my dog, and so I got a crack with the
What kind of dog was it?
Doberman. Yeah.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
intense for a family pet dog. What did you guys have to protect?
What was its name?
Duke.
Duke the Doberman.
Yeah. I've always had Dobermans. I have
Really?
a German Shepherd now. Yeah.
It was a good dog?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Duke was a good dog.
It was.
I like your memory. Well, Hans had a memory of his diapers getting washed down the driveway. So it shows
It's a
you.
common theme.
Like, so he's like, they were my diapers. So that just
You went
shows
and
like,
played with them in the stream. And
Yeah.
interesting. Okay. I'm just all flustered from that alien question. Let's talk about your job.
would you think of him differently if he answered yes?
Yeah. 100%.
Okay. Would you?
I would
Tammy?
think he didn't like his life. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm glad that you followed up with your why, because that's what I was going to ask of why you wouldn't
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
travel, because I feel like that's a good
Oh,
answer
yeah.
of how your like home life is basically.
Right. So I could see someone answering yes, like if they were in prison or if their life was really bad. But anybody that has like, and you're like, oh, you don't age. Who cares about you?
Yeah.
Like everyone
Well,
around
it's not
you.
like you're losing time.
We got to work at that question to make it a
With
little bit more
someone.
trickier.
Mm.
You know what I
think-
mean?
I think we just got to find the right person.
Maybe it's like you can travel, but you can take one person.
Oh.
I
Would
thought
that
that
change
was
it?
going to be. I thought that was going to be on there.
Yeah.
But you want to ask me it? Because I have no interest.
I know what your answer is.
I have no interest in the galaxy. I don't want to go out to outer space. Would I love to see aliens? Absolutely. Would I love to talk to them? Yeah. But I wouldn't want to. I would get sick, motion sickness.
You don't get sick in space.
Yeah. So when you say aliens, like what do you
see?
Yeah.
I probably see the television version of them.
Yeah.
Like ET television version? Or
Maybe
like-
a little bit like better than that, but I see tall, big heads because they have big brains.
Okay, Nash.
Why are you saying that?
I don't know. I feel like that's what he would say.
Why? What would you envision an alien to look like?
I don't know. I guess probably along the lines, I mean, I think cinema has created
Mhm.
the image in your head. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I feel like
Did you think we're going to be talking
probably-
about this today?
He probably did because you know what? Can I?
Yeah.
The reason why I love working with Ernie is because you and I talk about a lot of odd topics like aliens,
Yeah.
conspiracy theories, political stuff, like all like it's never like, hey, here's some buns. It's like, hey, did you see this? Yeah, and it's some like deep dive into some stuff. So I'm not surprised we're talking about weird stuff because I feel
Yeah,
like you're
no.
like my weird stuff combo guy.
Right, for sure.
Like,
Yeah, it's I remember when the topic of ghost came up, and I'm like, oh my god, like I cannot wait to go. Like I want, whatever the next appointment was. I'm like, okay, da 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 da. So by the way, did you you went to the haunted house or something? That's what it
you're
was.
like, so you believe in ghosts?
Yeah,
Do you like? Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah, I forget where you went, but you went on like some.
Oh yeah, Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so you told me, you texted me like, I'm gonna be out of town. I'm like, oh my, she likes
It is
ghosts.
so
I'm like,
cool.
so I'm like, yeah,
I knew
she's not
she-
gonna think I'm crazy.
No, I am crazy.
Still.
Yeah. My kind of crazy.
Yeah, you're kind of crazy. It's perfect though.
Yeah, perfect.
But
amount.
see, I think Keith and I are attracted to people in our circle of like deep conversations. I just saw something. I just actually posted it on my story about, they're like, I'm not an introvert. I'm not an extrovert. I can't remember what the word is that they're claiming it's called now, but it's like,
I'm going to say it wrong, but it was like autovert or
something like that. Like you strive and you like crave deep, meaningful conversation with smaller groups of people instead of a bunch of generic conversations.
Sure.
Like I have a hard time with generic conversations. I have a hard time with groups because I feel like it's a lot of energies going on and like everything's superficial. So like, I know Keith feels the same way.
Well,
but
also, I think we both like to ask questions.
Because we are genuinely interested. So like you're kind of interesting and there's some depth to you. So
then,
like it's
and
interesting.
then when you get like, the weather is blah, 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 or like,
it's
I'm good, I'm fine, busy, blah. Like, it's boring.
Right. No, I see it. Yeah.
Like life's too short. Just
it is.
come up with some other
So you just
alien or ghost fun stuff
like,
to talk about.
Travel in the galaxy.
Yeah. We want to travel. So tell us about your
journey. Your journey to being Ernie.
My journey, my first job was in a restaurant, and a lot like Luigi's in Shawano, just a small Italian restaurant, and that's where I kind of got in the food business, and then life happens, and it's kind of always have gravitated towards the service industry. Worked at Chili's for almost 7-8 years. Really enjoyed that. Got to really excel and grow with them as a person and learn a lot. COVID happened and the restaurant business it was challenging. It was really challenging.
Oh, yeah.
It was,
what did that look like?
Oh, like a nightmare. You just got to the point staffing was just atrocious and, you never got to do your job, and so it made it challenging. I often say like I'm everything happens for a reason. I wouldn't trade my life today for anything.
Not even a galaxy.
But if it wasn't for COVID, I'd probably still be working in a restaurant. I'd still be at Chili's probably for sure. But it became so monotonous, and it was just, you'd be driving to work wondering whose job you were going to do because you knew you weren't going to do yours. You're going to be a cook, a dishwasher, a server, whatever it was going to be. It just became really overwhelming. And so just needed a refresh after COVID. And I left there and went to work for Mission BBQ for a year. What a phenomenal company. They serve those who serve. I mean, if you're unfamiliar with it, that will always be one of my most favorite jobs.
What is it called again?
Mission BBQ.
Okay, where are they out of?
They're in Green Bay. Not exactly sure. At the time, I think there's like 200 of them now, but they serve first responders, so like police, military, fire. Wow. It's a I mean, they're what they stand for and I got to meet so many amazing people working there, Purple Heart winners, and these people that came in and talked and like would tell you their stories, and it was such an amazing experience. They had a gold star wall. And that was any soldier who had died in the line of duty. They would put these pictures up, and it was located. It was for like each location, so they could put their own pictures up. And I remember I was training, and there was a couple sitting there, and the manager told me, he's like, those people over there. He's like, they're having lunch with their son. He was a gold star recipient, and they came in every week. And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, don't tell me this now. Like,
I have goosebumps.
Yeah. Like I'm like tearing up. I'm like, don't tell me that. I'm like, I'm in the middle of working, man. Like, so, but,
oh my God.
It was an amazing experience. It really was. And, I will forever be grateful for that. But, through really all of that, the GM that I worked for at Chili's, after I had left and went to Mission, he actually went to work for Performance. And so, great man. I think so highly of him. One of my dear friends in life was there for me through some really hard times. And just I can't express like how much he meant to me. So when he went to Performance, I'm like, well, let me know. Mm-hmm. And one thing led to another. And I ended up here, and I'll be actually 3 years in March. So it's been a journey. It's been an experience. one that I wouldn't change because, without the restaurant experience, I assure you I wouldn't be
Right.
where I am now. A lot of the people that work for us have sales experience, but like to have that restaurant experience and to be able to, not only be able to help my customers, but also like actually enjoy that. Like I love doing that. But so, the journey is, what got me to here where I am today. And so, I absolutely love the journey is the reward, what I always say. So,
No, it's true.
yeah. So
I like that.
Do people ask you for help a lot like we do?
Like, as a time, like a side note, we ask Ernie to literally create sandwiches and stuff. Like, hey, we need refresh. Like, he's like, okay, because we don't have any.
Or sometimes he brings it to us like, hey,
Yeah.
guys, your stuff's
Is that what
getting a little-
all of you guys do?
I don't know. And I say that honestly, everyone probably has different customers too.
Right.
There are some businesses that have chefs that
Yeah.
would be offended.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
you know your audience, so to speak.
Right. So we're idiots.
Yeah.
Not
yeah,
at all.
Yeah, I see what you're getting at. Yeah.
Not at all. No, absolutely not. As a matter of fact, the job you guys do here is just phenomenal. Like, and I truly mean that. Like, I am in awe of, your employees are just.
You say that a lot about like how impressed you are with our employees, and we take that to heart because we know you have restaurant background, management experience, and I like that I can talk to you about any issues we ever have, and you'll be like, don't pick that battle, choose that battle. She's a good one, work through it. Not like we have issues a lot, but you keep us grounded with realizing what it's like to actually have good staff, and we do have really good staff.
Yeah, I think sometimes you really become, I don't know, complacent is a word, but you take it for granted.
Yeah.
And every time I come in here, I know, the greeting, and yes, they know me,
Mhm.
but still, they could be disingenuous. But it's so honest and like, hey, how's it going? I love coming in here, and your staff is phenomenal. And
Well, thank you.
And I do, but you guys have created a culture too. And so, that's what it's about. They could be good people, but without the culture, it wouldn't jive. So,
Well, thank you.
Yeah, that means a lot.
What is your 10-year goal? Where do you want to be in 10 years?
fishing.
I was going to say, you're going to say fishing.
Just getting back from the galaxy afar.
Yeah. 10 years later. No, you know what? They said when I got hired that it would take 3 years to you'd have this like aha moment. And literally it was it really was. As I go into my third year, there's a level of product knowledge where, you're very comfortable. This is the first time in my professional career, since probably being 21 years old, that I'm not in a form of leadership. And that is still very awkward for me. I genuinely love leading people, especially younger generations. I get all these, I call them Ernieisms, but I always hope that there is just a time in some of these young kids' lives that I've worked with, whether a restaurant or whatever, that they're in a situation that maybe something that I've instilled in them or, told them that comes back and, helps them. So I do miss that aspect of it. I miss the leadership. Now, whether or not I progress to that, I really like the role I'm in right now. I like knowing that, the part about not being in management is, as long as I get up and go to work, I only have to count on me to be successful. And for the first time in, forever, that's, when you're in leadership, you rely on other people and their dedication and their hard work and their work ethic. That dictates your success. And you're also held accountable for their work ethic and their whatnot. And so now, as long as I put in the work, success will follow it. So I don't know. 10 years from now, I think about that. That put Tanner at 26. Sam, he'll be, 23. So hopefully traveling somewhere. I don't to another galaxy.
Bring your wife.
But I don't know. Just my 10-year goal is to be happy, and I'm happy right now. So that's what my goal is. And I assure you, fishing's involved in there somewhere. So
That's a good response. Doesn't it seem like he rehearsed this?
I was going to comment that you're very well spoken.
You are well spoken.
Mm-hmm.
nah,
part of the reason why we wanted you here. I mean, I was joking when I'm like, showed your face before we started, like nervous. But part of the reason why we wanted you here is because you are well spoken, and it's just an easy conversation, and we have a good time whenever we talk. And
I love it.
That's the most important for us, I think. Like,
and Cami had a good point too, because she's like, "Who's on tomorrow?" And I told her, and she's like, "I think that's going to be good for people interested in the restaurant side of business, or like."
Because you have a lot of experience.
You do.
All different types of stuff.
When you said it led you to where you are, like, we take your advice because you have restaurant experience and we have zero.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is good for people to hear. And so back to us liking you. We as business owners and as people, we choose, we have to like the product, but we have to like the person that's selling the product.
Yeah.
You could be selling something amazing, but you're a jerk. We're probably not going to buy it. And we might, settle for less quality for a personality of a really good person. And I think that's why we put a story behind everything at the mill.
Yeah.
Is to kind of explain, like the people behind things. And so going back to why we didn't like the original guy is like, I don't want to give you any business.
Well, and even if your product is amazing, you're like, you become sort of dispensable, in a sense. Like
because you don't need to sell it.
There's no personal attachment where you're like,
even with like
I really feel bad for
Right.
Not giving them business anymore.
That's why big box stores or big franchise, like a coffee store, they don't have to, because it sells itself. The product's already so known that the people don't have to be, hi, welcome, come on in. Can I help you with something? It's more like, what do you want?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, and I've always had the mentality, like, sales it's not the product you're selling. You're selling yourself. Like, because that's what matters. Relationships are what matters. Relationships are what, creates that long-term relationship. And, and like, I remember a conversation, like I had with you when I first met you, like, I mean, people come to the mill, like you being back there making coffee isn't as valuable as you being out and interacting with the people, because that's so undervalued, but I mean, like, that's why people come here, whether it's, whatever reason it might be, like, but they come here for coffee, but like love is an ingredient that doesn't have calories, that you don't put on a menu, but love is an ingredient. If someone makes you a sandwich, it tastes better because they made it. And
we say that all the time.
We say that all the time.
And so love is an ingredient, and like literally putting it into the mill or into my job. Like, when I say I love my customers, like, I'm not exaggerating. Like, I mean, I'm genuinely vested in, your business, your success, along the way. Obviously, I have a job to do, but I mean, love's an ingredient. It is, you can't put a price on, and it really is, it matters. It matters so much. So
I like that. Speaking of love, let's talk about your lovely wife.
Nice segue.
Yeah.
Tell us, how'd you guys meet?
Through a friend.
You don't want to talk about it? You forgot your story? Because we had one other guy on here that forgot the story.
I absolutely did not forget my story.
Okay.
She had went out with some friends of hers, and it was just I remember seeing her. It was that awkward, that silly, like, your eyes met, but it was like, I'm dead serious. And like, I don't know. It was so surreal. Like, I'll never forget that. Absolutely never forget that. So,
it was love at first sight.
Yeah, for
sure.
Like,
you knew right away.
Oh yeah.
That's amazing.
Without a doubt. I don't know if I believe in love at first sight, because to me, love is work. Like, the word love is so just thrown around. So it was definitely like, there was something. I was like, wow, there was that piece of like, there's something special about her, and so like, but love is a journey. Love is work, in a marriage and whatnot. So, so we met, we dated for a while, and then we got married. I always wanted to move back to Wisconsin. I met her in Mississippi. Always wanted to move back to Wisconsin.
Is she from Mississippi?
She's from Texas, Arkansas-ish.
Oh, that makes sense. She has a southern vibe to her.
Yeah.
Like a Southern belle, like a pretty Southern belle vibe.
So her job landed her in Mississippi. My dad's family's from down south. And so, they moved down there. I had nothing going on at the time. So I'm like, well, yeah, I'll try anything once. So I moved down there, and I remember the first day I was there, it was June 3rd, and I opened the door and it was 85 degrees at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I am not built for this. Like, I am built to stay warm when it's cold. I'm not built to survive at 85 degrees
at 8 in the morning.
8 in the morning. So, so long story short, my goal was always to get back to Wisconsin, how any means necessary. And she's like, I'm not moving until you marry me. I'm like, okay, well, fair enough. So we got married, and this is the hand of God. At my reception, my boss, the director of operations of the company I was working for at the time, tells me at our wedding reception, hey, we want you to move to Milwaukee. And I'm like, oh man, you picked a hell of a time to tell me that. So we were on the dance floor, our first dance. We're out there. I'm like, there's people everywhere. She can't kill me now. I'm like, there's just too many witnesses.
Right.
And I was like, so we're dancing. I'm like, Daniel wants us to move to Wisconsin. She's like, what? And I was like, well, you said once we were married, you'd be willing to move. I go, well, here we are. we've been married 3 hours and now we're moving. And so it was funny. Our honeymoon was just going to be like, we were just going to get in the car, go to New Orleans, do whatever, just kind of, willy-nilly. Well, because of that conversation, we ended up going to Milwaukee. So we got married on November 11th. And so I think it was November 20th or something like that.
That's our wedding anniversary,
The 12th.
November 11th. Oh, ours isn't the 11th.
No, must have been a past.
As long as you give the card to them on the 11th, you're good. Just not the 13th.
I thought it was the 11th for a second because you went, huh? Okay, go on. Sorry, you were 11th. We're 12th.
So we come to Wisconsin, right? And typical Wisconsin. It's November 20th, right? It's cold. It's nasty. I mean, it is just. She's like, I am not moving here.
Gun hunting,
and I'm like, well, I've already told them I am. I'm like you can't do this to me now. So typical Wisconsin, the next day is 55 degrees, sunny, birds are chirping. I'm like, see, it's not that bad. Like, what are you talking about? And so long story short, obviously we're here, but
does she want to move back to Texas still? Like, how long did it?
It depends on what the weather is.
Oh,
I guess when it's 40 below, if you asked her, she'd probably say yes, but no, I don't think so. I think she's a Wisconsin girl now. So she even says a couple times.
Hey. What? How old were you when you started dating?
29, 30.
So you're a foodie by then?
No, I was a barry at the time.
Okay.
I ran a bar.
Oh.
Okay, but you were
a bar restaurant. Yeah.
You were in the food.
Yeah. But if you ask her, the first time I cooked for her, I made her a steak. She said it was the best steak she ever had. So
I was going to ask, where did you take her on her first date?
Actually, our first date, I cooked for her.
Yeah,
I grilled for her. I'm like,
that's a good one. That's a good one.
Everyone loves good food, right? I'm like,
and I always wanted to marry a chef because I like food, and he's pretty close to being a chef. He cooks. And
I don't know about chef quality.
Nash wants to be a chef and a museum worker and a zookeeper.
Too.
Yep. Yeah. But like a chef, I think, they say like food is something man's heart. I don't know.
You're making up.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, food's the way to a man's heart.
But also like there's something about a man that cooks to me that is like attractive. So I can see that being on a first date, like sealing the deal. Yeah, like when you cook, like he makes the best steak. I don't know. I haven't had your steak, but he makes really good steak. And when he cooks, I feel like that's attractive when men can cook.
Yeah.
The good cook.
See, I hate cooking in the wintertime. So Melinda.
Yeah.
Are you a griller? Is that why?
So
okay. That's him too.
We still do, but it's like, it throws your times all off.
Well, for me, the hard part was where I really learned how to cook was in a restaurant. And restaurants have flat tops. And so it's just completely different cooking in your kitchen on a stove. It's not the same. So I'm like, here I am, like, got this, how I cook. And I'm like, all of a sudden everything's like a fish out of water. So she bought me a Blackstone. So now I have no excuse. So, but Melinda does a lot of the cooking.
Do you put it in the house in the winter?
No. No, but
It's because Sawyer does.
well, 2 days ago.
Sawyer lives in a college house. His
What?
motorcycle's in his bedroom.
But also, I'm like, you know what? That's not a bad idea because
No, that's a terrible. Don't do that.
Well, so funny you asked that because, like I said, I was having this conversation.
throws your times all off.
Well, I was having this conversation with her, and so she like Googled. She's like, "Well, you know, they make these flat tops you can put on top of
Yeah,
the stove."
they do.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Well, checkmate for her. I guess cooking more now." So,
Right.
but she makes the like Christmas, Thanksgiving. Like I don't do any of that. Like
Yeah.
I don't make like the
He doesn't
dishes
either.
per
with
se.
I do that. Yeah.
She likes doing that stuff.
I
Yeah.
do that type of stuff, but like every day, like
Except
anything.
for this last one because we had salmon and steak.
Yeah, I planned that out well, didn't I?
You're like, I just don't want to do it.
But so no, I have a trick with him
What's
because it's sad because the boys are never gonna remember me as a good cook because they're like, is Dad making the steak or are you? And I'm like, I am, and they're like, oh, okay. And if I'm like, Dad, they're like, yes.
Yeah.
And
It's not.
but if
don't
I
think-
really want steak or something made, and he's like, not, I can tell he's not wanting to cook. I'm like, it's okay, I'll make steak. I got it. He's like, no.
Nah,
I got it.
No.
Don't touch the steak.
You make good steaks. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit.
I don't. I overcook everything.
I'm like, don't touch my grill. Don't touch my lawnmower. Don't
Yeah.
Don't touch the snowblower. Like, I got those three covered. They're good.
We have our cubby mows lawn, and it's pretty questionable some days, but
He doesn't run into anything anymore. He used to a lot.
he just flies, so he misses. I'm like, can you look out at the grass and tell me if you see anything? He's like, looks good. I'm like,
shape.
what about that? that? But he's gotten a lot better.
Looks
Yeah.
like the boy's hair after Journey cuts it.
Oh, that's sad.
Not anymore. She's getting way better.
She's getting way better. But anyways,
Practice makes perfect.
yeah, I really like your wife, and I did know she was from the South, and it makes more sense because she's just sweet. She's very kind.
Unless she's mad at me.
Well, I imagine. Yeah.
Oh, we all go through that. Trying times.
Trial and error. So I don't know. I don't
Where
know.
you going?
I don't know that I've ever asked you guys this, but what your story? Like, why did you want to do the coffee shop? Like, I know, and I have watched in some of the episodes or whatever, but I know you were an officer and you currently are. I mean, so where was the draw? Like, I mean, where's the coffee part of it come in?
An accident.
A happy little accent. She actually was like going around town with a flag and like waving people down and asking people what this town needs. She didn't have a flag, but she legit went around asking. We both did a little bit. Like, what do you think would really work here?
Yeah.
Or what is the town missing or lacking? And ask business owners that.
And they said coffee.
Yeah. And there wasn't one. And did a lot of research, and there wasn't one anywhere near here for a long ways on this stretch of highway. And that was a big driving factor. And for whatever reason, we both kind of fell in love with the idea.
Mhm.
And it definitely fits the vibe of the building.
Yeah.
It's probably the biggest reason.
We like coffee.
Yeah.
I mean,
we didn't know how to make it.
but we would go to a lot of coffee shops, and it was great when we were renovating because any chance we got, we would stop and see what we liked and didn't like about
Sure.
coffee shops.
Mhm.
And like I've said before, like this isn't like, as you know, managing a restaurant, you want to turn tables fast, right?
Right.
And so we don't want that here. We want it to be like comfortable, stay as long as you want type of
Yeah.
vibe, not rushed, not like most people aren't staying long. They just get their coffee and go, but we wanted definitely a cozy atmosphere. And we learned that just by going places.
Yeah.
Um,
I do a lot of my office work here. Like
You do?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do. So
I love it when we see like regulars that are
Yep.
just sitting with their laptop and working
Mhm.
away.
And that's kind of why we shied away. Someone just recently asked us, "Are you going to get the ice cream truck up and going?" And I'm like, I'm going to be honest, it was a terrible idea. Not that ice cream's a bad idea. Children are a bad idea. And before you come at me,
we barely like our own kids.
yes, no, before you come at me
depends
is
on the day.
the mill is okay. Don't get me wrong. I have my grandpa's rocking horse here that he made me when I was little. Like there are things we used to have a
And
whole
games
shelf.
and stuff.
We
and,
used to
like,
have a shelf of games, but people didn't know how to clean up after themselves. So I was like an angry mom and threw them away. But people are working. Like you said, you come here and work. People, I go to coffee shops and I don't
Your
bring my
friends.
kids.
You
Yeah,
go
I
with
never
your
bring my
girlfriends
kids.
and like want
I
to
bring,
hang out. And
let's
talk
sit and chat. And then I just didn't want it to be super inviting for little kids to stay long because
Sure.
it's a coffee shop.
Right.
And-
And we wanted to keep that brand instead of having it as like an ice cream stop because it's going to completely change the whole vibe. Don't you agree?
Yeah, 100%.
If we had an ice
Absolutely.
cream shop outside, like, because
Or-
they're going to come in and then it's going to change and people are going to be like, there's always a ton of kids and I can't
Right.
get work done or I can't, like, let's go somewhere more quiet.
Or even a drive-through. Somebody posed that, like, why don't you have a drive-through? A couple reasons. Number one, the elevation of the building just doesn't really work for it.
Nerd.
Like, we could probably fix that, but it would take a lot. But also then you're taking away from the vibe.
Right.
Like,
Absolutely.
It's
The love ingredients.
yeah, it's,
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's not
absolutely.
We got asked to go on, I don't know what news that was channel a while back. Like they want you to come on their show and like show
all of
stuff.
them.
And I said to them, I'm like, I thank you for asking. I'm like, but I don't ever want, I had issues this past weekend setting up coffee at the high school and like Lotus drinks and stuff because it's like, that's not the mill.
Right.
The mill is this is the mill. So like I said, I'm like, we can't show our product by just drinks. Like you have to come, like our place is an experience, like our shop. I'm not going to make coffee on TV and you're not going to get the same vibe as like
Yeah.
you're coming in here.
right. That's
So
why
they've asked a couple times and I've said, no, like you guys can come here,
Mhm.
but like, we're not going to bring
Savannah keeps coming.
Savannah Wood. We love you. She's a
keeps-
good gal.
She keeps coming.
She keeps coming. Yep.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was what the town needed and we
Yeah.
like coffee and everyone deserves a good coffee.
hmm
Fair enough.
Okay. You can't ask us questions. This is our show. Do you understand? you don't. What was it? Hans said I had it all planned.
Yeah,
I was gonna flip the whole script and ask you guys questions the whole time. I'm like, that wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
We would have caught on to you.
Mhm.
Anyways, more about myself. What you said one of your sons, I can't remember which one, is interested in law enforcement. At a time
Yeah.
you said you always wanted to be military or law enforcement. Why didn't you go those paths?
I have one regret in life, and the only regret is not to have served my country, whether it be in the military or through law enforcement or some sort. The real reason is because my parents were very strict. They were very strict, and which is what I needed. I'm thankful for my childhood. It taught me, respect and manners, but they were very, so when I turned 18, I just wanted to breathe. You know, if that makes any, I just wanted to breathe. And so, through the course of life happening, whatever, I ended up in Colorado.
You're a peacock. You got to fly.
I had to spread my wings. I had to, there was a base that my parents instilled in me, but I had to learn who I was as a person.
Yep, that makes sense.
And in segueing from mom and dad military to the U.S. military, there would have been much of a lull, I'm guessing. And so I needed that area to make mistakes. Growing up, I was never allowed to make mistakes. I mean, because they were so regiment, like this was mom and dad, like in there. So I needed to be dumb and understand, but long story short, I moved to Colorado, was out there for a while. I was out there when 9/11 happened. And I'm very patriotic. I'm very, love America. And I was pissed. Like I was really, really, really mad. And I had a bunch of friends that were in the military, and it was crazy because I remember them like being out to eat with a couple of my buddies, and like 2 weeks later they're gone. And it's just like, man, this is crazy. And so through 9/11, shortly after that, I ended up back in Wisconsin, but I still had very close connections to my friends out there. And I had made an appointment to go down to talk to a recruiter, and I called one of my buddies and said, hey, this is what I'm going to do. And he goes, don't join because you're mad. He goes, it's not the reason. He goes, take 2 weeks, think about it. He goes, don't enlist while you're mad or because you're mad. And 2 weeks turned into 30 years. So, but I do, when I have a lot of friends that are law enforcement, a lot of friends that are military, and I can honestly tell you I'm envious. I listen to their stories and to them talk, and it was something I always, truly wanted to do. And then the other reason is I'm afraid of heights, and I was afraid they'd make me jump out of a plane or something. And I don't think I could have done it. So they would have pushed me out, and I was like, well, I can't have that happen. So,
Wow.
that's the secondary
Yeah.
reason, because
That makes sense.
yeah, no, I figured if God wanted me in the area to put wings on my back. And so it's not actually not afraid of the fall. I'm afraid of the land. So,
Right. That makes sense.
but yeah, so no, but yeah, Tanner's my oldest one. And he is part of the Brown County Cadet program, and he's doing great. He loves it, and I'm so proud of him. Like, I mean, my boys mean the world to me, and I'm proud of him. He's going to do great things in life. I absolutely know that for sure. So,
Remember, you said you didn't want to cry on here. Cammy, can you zoom in?
no, yeah,
I know.
mean, well, it's
No, that is a
And
proud.
he's 16.
he'll be 17.
That's
in
impressive.
May. Yeah,
That's like a soy. You're tearing up.
That's weird.
Last
Can
one
you zoom in
standing.
on him?
You're tearing up, you big baby.
I am not.
What a whim. So.
Kids.
God, yeah. When you get that proud, it's like there's something, and we've talked about it once.
It's the very reason why I won't cross the galaxy with my alien friend. No, I just pitch it to other people and see if they're crazy.
But we talked about that proud, like we had that same like look in your eye with Sawyer at Basic. Like it's just, kids can be such. They can. And like everyone forgets about, not everyone, but like people don't talk about that. But then it's like, then they do things that just blow you out of the water. And you're like, you're way better than I ever could be.
Yeah.
So it's just such a proud, like, I tell Sawyer that often. And I even tell Journey that, even though Journey's a little hell raiser. I tell her, I'm like, you are way better than I ever was at your age.
Yeah.
Like you might have this or this that I yell at you about, but understand it's because I love you.
Well, and that's a piece of like, you know, you want your kids to be better than you. Like you strive. Like, I mean, like, I don't care what they do with their lives. You will be better than me.
Yeah.
like,
and happy. And I like how you said you want to be happy.
Yeah.
Because that's something that's not, at least in our generation, was not stressed enough. Is like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
4-year degree or with this, and what are you going to do? It was never like, be happy. Okay, don't be happy and homeless and like jobless. Like, you know what I mean? Because some people can be like, well, I just want to be happy. No, you got to do something with your life. But it's not all about money.
Yeah.
Like, do something that you're going to love to do.
Yeah. I just had this conversation the other day. I honestly forget who I was talking to. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much money you make. If you're miserable, like it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, you know, I'd rather be broke and happy than rich and you know, sad. So, but yeah, so he's doing that. And I think he'll do an amazing job. So
He'll probably be a cop.
I hope so.
You'll be able to pin him one day. That's a huge honor when you get to pin their badge on.
You think, I mean, I'll be a
can imagine.
I'll be a hot mess.
Yep. Can
Like,
imagine.
I can't even think about it. And it's like, you know, this hypothetical situation.
My dad has sent me the picture. I was in the paper of him pinning me when I got hired at Shawano, and he'll send it every once in a while. It's probably when he's like drinking and like more like sentimental. He's a sentimental guy, and he's like still one of my proudest days. And I'm like, it wasn't my first police job. It wasn't anything, but I imagine seeing like that was my first full-time law enforcement job, and he knew what hell I went through to get a job, and like what Sawyer and Journey and I went through. You know what I mean? So I imagine that has to be a really proud feeling as a parent to see that.
Yeah. I mean, just, I don't care what they do. Like, I really don't. Like, it just, be happy.
Don't be
Yeah. You know, I like it. Look,
be a good person.
And I'm very hard on the boys. I am.
I could guess that. Yeah. I mean,
I like, respect, you know, it's one, when they're at home, like, and you know, it's like when you're at home, okay, you're I get it. And, you know, Melinda and I have had this conversation, like, you know, like, would you rather than be an at home or go out into public and be, you know,
at home, definitely.
So like, you know, people have to have a letdown or whatever. But, you know, I know when the boys go in the public, it's please, thank you. Yes, no. I mean, respectful, kind. You know, Tanner worked at the high school doing like a counselor for summer school. And last year, get a call from the guy who runs it, and I'm like, oh man, I'm like, you're not even a student. Like, what do you do? Like, and he's just like, I want you to know, he's like, your son is amazing, and he did this, and this kid fell, and he picked him up, and like, just like hearing that stuff, I'm like, it's like, there's like, okay, I did something right. Like, I mean, so it's so rewarding to see them, and I look at him now, and it's just like, man, he's like a man. He's like not even a kid anymore. Like we're messing around, I'll hit him, he hits me back. I'm like, that hurt. I'm like, what? Don't hit me so hard. He's up.
Tell your mom.
Yeah, right. No kidding. I'm like, I'm gonna tell your mom on you. So, but he's really grown into be a great young man. So,
and then there'll be a day you can sit and have a beer with him. Like you always said to Sawyer, like my job, I'm not your friend, but I'm raising you to be someone I want to hang out with one day. Yeah. Like, Bill, I want to be able to, like, yeah, you're my kid. I'm going to hang out with you, but I want to hang out with you. Like, be a cool dude.
I was actually talking to one of my friends today, and I actually used your line. And because one day Tanner will be my best friend. Like, I have no doubt. I mean, like, one day we're too much alike. Right now it's like,
I get that.
Yep. So my birthday is April 24th. His is May 14th. So we're both Tauruses. Ooh. So you can only imagine, the willpower. So, but yeah, I mean, he's a great kid. So.
Yep. I have Journey. That's like, I know I'm hard on her. So because she's so much like me, and I tell her, this is what I needed someone to do to me. Right. And I know if you give her an inch, she'll take a mile. Like I know that. So it's like, we
gotta just
right away.
Yeah. Right.
We just got to choke her. Like, she's so chokeable. Like, I'm just thinking, like, last night, like, how she just, I'm like, God, I'm like, I just want to strangle you. She's like, oh, feelings mutual. Like,
I told Tanner not too long ago, actually, I said, if I had a choice of being your friend now and you turning 18 and growing into a piece of crap, or you hating me and never speaking to me again, but you are honest, you're a good father, you're a good husband, like I'll trade that. It would break my heart, but I would trade it 100 times over. Like you never speaking to me again, but you are a great person and a good father, then I'm willing, like I will not let up. I will not let up. I will not. I am very hard on them, but for a reason, because I know the world isn't going to let up on you. And so if you think I'm tough on you, wait till you get out and get, and, and I may proverbially knock you down, but I'm also going to pick you up. The world isn't going to. So, and, I know that I know what they're getting, going to go into. And so like it's my job to always protect them. So.
Yep. We align very well. Parenting is very similar with you and us. Parent the same.
Yeah.
But each kid a little different.
Oh, totally. Sam is my youngest one. He is, I tell people, Tanner's like me, Sam's like Melinda. Like, I mean, it is. Sam is without question the sweetest kind, like, would hug you. Like, I mean, like, I mean, Sam is the sweetest kid in the world. I mean, he's just a kind soul. And it's like, it's so sweet. And it's harder for me to be hard on Sam because of that. Like it's so difficult because it's like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, I know. You're like, you're the reason why I didn't have girls, because I would melt. I'm like, you can't do this to me. Like, so
we call those our Labradors.
Or retriever, golden retrievers. Yeah. Nash is a golden retriever too.
Yeah.
Sawyer's a golden retriever. Cubby's a golden retriever. Cubby's kind of like a lab, like a doofy lab.
Sort of in between.
Yeah. Like he's a little bit like.
He's like Pete.
Everything comes back to Pete. Cami, do you have any questions you want to ask him, like from the things? She's really good at filling in stuff. Because sometimes we are so much ADD here that we like. Pew, 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 pew.
Yep.
We also have that in common.
Yeah, 100%. Well, you said Melinda was like listening to our podcast and she's like, oh my God, Nicole.
Yeah.
Is she's like you.
She's a female version of you.
Oh, that's funny. Why food service to begin with? What brought you into that?
I like to eat. I mean, honestly, like always working in a restaurant, you got free food. And I'm like, as like a teenage boy, I'm like, hey, I'm broke. I get free food if I work here. I'm like, this always works out great. So, yeah, I honestly, I mean, if I'm being honest, that's what started it. I mean, and just, I do like people, in small doses. Like I don't like huge crowds, but like, interactions, like I love that. And, especially if you transition to my job now, talking about ADD, like, I mean, like I go from account to account. So I'm never like, I don't have an office job where I'm like, I couldn't do it. I'd lose my mind. So, but yeah, I think, because I like to eat.
That's a Nash response.
What is your what does your day look like? Like a typical day?
It depends on the day. It really does. Some days are different.
Is that part of why you like it?
I mean, it's different, but the same. Mm-hmm. So like my Tuesdays are always the same. My Mondays are the same, so on and so forth. So I visit customers, anywhere from 12 to 14 customers a day. Some days are less, there's some days where I do prospecting where I'll go in and talk to, potential new customers and stuff like that. But I mean, it's, and it really depends too. I mean, sometimes I'll go in and take the order and I'm in and out in 5 minutes. And then there's other times where, if we're talking about new product or I have samples or there's, the food show's coming up, by the way, just so you know, we'll talk about stuff like that or, things to that
Didn't
effect.
we just have one?
Yeah, in the fall. We have 2 a year.
Oh, okay.
So the spring one's is a huge one. So,
okay.
We'll definitely have to make sure you're there. But I mean, it varies based on accounts. So, there's some weeks where I'll set up business reviews and stuff like that, or, to talk about different menu stuff or things like that. So it really depends, but, it's different, but the same every week. And, I have every Monday I have X, Y, and Z number of accounts that always order on Monday. I have some accounts that order twice a week. So it just, different, but the same, but, yeah.
Hi, this is Cammie. I had to change the batteries in this section and then the subject changed too much. So sorry for the jump here in subjects.
We'll let the viewers decide.
Get real close.
It's your story. It's your story. It's okay.
It's your lie.
My husband's soft, kind-hearted too.
Yeah.
And I think there's nothing wrong with that. I always blamed it before on being on meds that I didn't have a reaction, but I'm off my meds and I still have a hard time.
My wife tells me I'm the most emotional person she knows.
Ooh.
Which is I think a lot of people are surprised by that.
Yeah, because you come off like not in that way. You come off like angry emotion, possibly. You look like an angry person.
Really?
Oh yeah.
No way.
You don't. Stop. Don't smile.
Not at all.
You think I'm resting? No.
If I saw you walking through the parking lot, I'd be like, ooh, this guy's...
What?
Really?
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think so at all.
Not.
You look like you have a short
Perception
fuse.
Perception is a wild thing.
It is.
Like
you look like
really is, and that's I think it's one of the most interesting things about people in general is their perception of people and instances.
Well, I like to say, like, the version you get of me is solely based on you.
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
You will not out-asshole me. Like, I can promise you won't.
Oh, see, there's that short fuse.
But on the other side of that, like,
maybe you're just not investing enough in Ernie.
I don't think that of
my guy.
You would never get to hang out with Ernie. I've invested more time with Ernie.
Well,
we'll
tell your perception that.
We'll work on that.
You're too busy at your other job.
but I mean, like, on the other side of that, like, if you're a good person, like, I mean, like, you'll get the good version. Not, I mean, I
hope the viewers pipe in and say, yeah, you know what? Like, without knowing him, he looks, that's not fair. It's not fair. But I mean,
don't believe her.
Right? Okay.
Right. What?
I don't know.
You're just being Nash for a second. Right.
Where were we going with this? We were heading in a good direction.
I don't know. You're telling me I look mean.
Your wife says you're the most sensitive person.
Yeah. Yeah. It really is around the boys. Like, I mean, but probably probably would get teared up at like Field of Dreams or something like that.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, you know, I mean, it's
That's a good movie, though.
yeah, absolutely. I love watching it with the boys too.
Hey,
Yeah, it's so much
what's your
fun.
favorite part? What does he say to his dad?
Want to go have a catch?
You say that to Cubby all the time. You want to go have a catch? And I'm like, are you quoting Field of Dreams? He's like, yeah, it's like the best part of the movie when they're out there playing catch with the dad.
See, that always just sounded so odd to me.
I know.
Yeah, it
But
doesn't
that's
make
why
sense,
it's-
but
Like,
like,
hey, you want to play catch? Like,
It's
No,
wanna
you
go have
want
a
to go
catch.
have a catch.
no,
Yep.
no, I know, but I'm always
Yeah.
like, he didn't say that right.
yeah.
like-
I know. That's why it stuck with me.
So
probably.
he says it all when because Cubby would
Because-
play catch all
because
day
it's like-
if you'd let him.
Instead of doing something, you're having a moment.
Yeah.
You know,
That makes sense. Yeah.
he just asked me to do it the other day too, and we had to go to. Where were we going?
Oh,
The gambler game. He's like, oh, it's so nice out. Do you think we'll have time to play catch after work? Because he was working here. I'm like, I don't know. We'll see what time you get done.
he loves
I know.
baseball. Cubby
And then
loves
he's like,
baseball.
can as soon as we got home, can we play catch? I'm like, we have to leave like right now, and that pained me to say.
Yeah.
But people were waiting for us.
He's the kid. Cubby's the kid that'd be at a baseball tournament all day, like 7 a.m. to night, and just enough light though outside, he would still be playing catch. Like
Yeah.
that kid loves baseball.
Mhm.
Which reminds me when the brewer. So I had some customers in yesterday, and she's like, "Oh, honey, look, they have brewer earrings." And I come to find out they work for the Brewers. He's like their head IT guy, and she's all the brewer apps out there she created. And I was talking about how we were going to the Brewer game, and they're getting us tickets for Arizona. But that's not the good part. But he's like, Cubby, did you name your kid Cubby for like the Cubs? I'm like, first off, not my biological kid. That was his mother that did that. No, I didn't say that. I said no.
When he would go to the
Yeah.
he would go to the Brewers camp held in Green Bay, and was it always Green Bay? Oh yeah, it was.
Yes, it was always Green Bay.
They'd always give him a hard time about it.
I told him that. I'm like, every year your Brewers camp would give him. He's like, well, yeah.
He's like this little kid, and he'd be like,
They'd be like, Cubby. Yeah.
"You're at the wrong camp."
I love the Cubs.
I know you do. That's
You
why you're gonna
do?
love this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is it to get like people pissed off, or you genuinely love
He's
the Cubs?
always been a fan of the Cubs.
Always.
Like since you were little, was it a grandpa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
See,
there's multiple reasons if you really want to know.
I do. I want to know.
So growing up, you know, I'll be 47 in May. We didn't have the TV we have now, but the Cubs were always on WGN.
Yeah.
And the
so
Bulls.
I would get
Yeah.
home from school and flip on the TV, and Harry Carey and Steve Stone were
Carey.
Harry Carey and Steve Stone. You know, so I mean, I loved. I mean, so I just grew up watching it. My grandpa was a Cardinals fan. And so it just started that, you know, whole like, you know, the inner rivalry and like, you know, the competitiveness of it. Well, the Cubs never won anything growing up. So, I mean, it was, I lost that. But I've always been a Cubs fan. Always been a Cubs fan.
See, that's a good story.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was actually at Game 5 of the World Series. It was one of the top moments of my life. It was the most amazing thing.
How
ever.
did you get that?
Oh man. So I was working at Chili's in Milwaukee, and this is a great story. My buddy calls me and says, "Hey, if I got tickets to tonight's game, can you go?" I'm like, "Yes." He's like, "Check with your wife." I'm like, "No." I'm like, "The answer is yes. If you have tickets, I am there." And he's like, "Well, just call her and make sure." I'm like, "No." I'm like, "Secure the tickets. Let's go." I'm like, "She'll understand."
Quit wasting time with me. Go get
like-
those tickets.
She'll understand. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
she didn't understand.
She didn't. She was mad.
So, well, it's funny because it was.
This is your
It's funny.
anniversary.
She was in labor with our child.
You have to think when it was.
It's gotta
So
be
Game
close.
5 of the World Series was October 30th.
Oh,
So, and it was a Sunday, which was trick or treat. And I'm like, so we had these plans, like, you know, I requested to open that day so I could be home,
Mm.
you know, for trick or treat or whatever. And I'm like, so I call her. I'm like, I'm excited. Oh, by the way, they were free. The tickets were free. So, you know, on top of that. So I'm like, Linda, I'm like, I'm so excited. I'm like, Cubs tickets? She's like, are you going? And I'm like, she's pissed. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like,
why is she not as
I'm like,
excited as I am?
I'm like, are you serious right now? And I'm like, I couldn't believe. I'm like, she's mad.
You just took the Galaxy
Yeah.
for
Well,
10 years.
you know what? It was 108 years since they'd won. So yes, I took the Galaxy. Okay.
Okay, let me rephrase the question.
So I call the manager, the night manager. I'm like, look, I need you to come in early. Like, this is imperative. The game started like 5:28 was first pitch. So Miller Park is where I was working, and we lived about 15 minutes north of that. I get home, Father of the Year, rip my clothes off, take a picture with the kids. I'm like, in 20 years, they're not going to remember. They'll think I was there for Halloween. Took the picture, put my Cubs jersey. I'm like, I'm gone. I'm like, I am gone. And so I left Miller Park at 3:00. This is no lie. And I was in Chicago, Wrigleyville by 5:15. I should have put wings on my back because I was flying. But so was everyone else. You get in Illinois, people do 100, It doesn't matter. So it was funny. So they go and the Cubs win. And call her afterwards. She's like, can you give me a sweatshirt? I'm like, oh no. I'm like, you were pissed that I went. Now you want a shirt? I'm like, not a chance in hell.
You got her one?
Yes, absolutely. Of course I did. And so she's like, well, then she spins it, right? She's like, well, I just didn't want you to be disappointed. And I'm like, they haven't been in the World Series in 70 years. I'm like, win, lose, or draw. I'm in Wrigley Field for a World Series. And they won. And what's funny is my buddy that I went with, I said, all they have to do is win this game. I'm like, they win this game. It's a lock, man. Marietta in game 5, game 7, anything happens. By then you have the momentum. And so I'm like, I gotta be there.
Mm-hmm. The Cubs are depending on it.
I'm the reason they won.
That's what I'm gathering.
Hands down. But it was, a phenomenal moment. Yeah, she was mad. I'm like, no,
I can get it. I can get it. But also I'm on your team. But I mean,
good. Don't worry. It's going to be another 100 years for they go back. So it
I'm
doesn't
on
matter.
Melinda's team. I was whispering to her.
No, she's not.
But I get it. Something like that. It's pretty.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm a huge Cubs fan.
So we were at Wrigley Field. When Keith and I were cool, he had a Harley. Our goal was to.
This is before the minivan.
Yep.
We sold that motorcycle for the.
When I was pregnant with Nash, we're
a minivan.
Yeah.
But we're gonna take the Harley to every game that we could go to, around every the country.
Yep.
And we went to Wrigley Field and then the Cardinal Stadium, which is also a really good stadium.
Yeah, St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
I threw a beer bottle at someone there.
Mm-hmm.
I went to St. Louis once
for the silliest reason. Granted, it was not. It was an aluminum one.
It was aluminum,
and it was empty.
Bud Light Lime. I drink a lot of those, and I don't drink.
Why'd you throw it?
She kept turning around, and
she's checking me out. That wasn't why, but I don't know why. For whatever reason, it upset her.
I don't know. I don't. There's something weird, and it's. I'm gonna say it's on the Huffman side because my uncle's that way, my dad's that way. My sister, who's 5 foot nothing, thinks she's tough too. When she has a couple in her, Dayla, she gets mouthy. She would try fighting Ernie, and she would think she could win. It's this confidence. There's something with that side of the family. We become complete jerks when we drink, and I. Back in the day when I would drink, I would try to fight anybody too. I thought I could. So that's why I don't drink, is I really don't like who I am when I drink. I don't like that person. I'm not abusive all the time. I'm not abusive.
Is that true?
There's no, I just, and I don't like how I feel when I drink.
I don't feel safe in this conversation.
I don't like how I feel when I drink, and I don't like how I act when I drink. There's just a side of me that I'm embarrassed about. Oh my God. So that was pre-third litter of kids. So you and I were just dating.
But that whole
you're
the next day, you just feel so
what did I say? And hungover, but
that whole stadium district is so cool.
It's so cool. That was such a cool place to go.
Uh-huh.
And the Cubbies field, complete, but so cool.
Also, yeah. I mean, so all around the stadium there, what do they call it? What's the street?
Where Wrigley Field is.
Waveland in Sheffield.
That
where the bars are. They call it something, don't they?
I don't know. I don't go to the bars.
Cubbyville.
Well, we went to the Wrigleyville
or something.
Yeah. I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
All those could have been right, and I just don't remember.
Edit that out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it in there.
I don't want people to think I'm not a great Cubs fan, so I need to edit that out. Okay.
Well, we went to a bar that was something Cubby. Or
it was
Cubby
fun.
something.
Yeah,
the Cubby Bear. Oh, see,
Cubby Bear. Yes,
got points. There you go.
It was a Cubby Bear.
Yes. Yeah, because that was his original nickname was Cubby Bear, and then it was shortened to Cubby.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, because you're
oldest oldest brother. So it was fun. It was a good time. And then we were cool for a little while and we got rid of the bike. And I don't know if that dream's ever going to see come to fruition.
I have such an ill feeling. You seem like you'd like to ride a bike. Are you a biker?
My one adrenaline thing is speed. You can't go fast enough.
Okay, so you shouldn't get a bike.
And that's why I don't have one. I wouldn't be alive. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be alive because I'm afraid of heights, but speed, you can't go fast enough. Like cannot go fast enough.
Yeah,
250 miles an hour. I'd be like, let's go 251.
that's so dumb. Yeah.
Like I love, but I'm smart enough to know that I don't have a bike. I
Yeah.
never. So when I lived in Colorado, I was actually going to get one.
Yeah, that would be a pretty place.
Went to the dealership on a Saturday and I was like, okay, yada, yada, yada. I was going to go back on Monday for the financing and everything. I was like, this is great, and my buddy that Sunday, a girl pulled out in front of him and laid it down, didn't have a helmet on. Colorado wasn't a helmet law, state law. And he was in ICU for like 3 weeks. And I didn't know a human head could get that big. He's fine. He survived, but I was like, no, I'm good. I'm like, you know what? I'll stick to 4 wheels and indoors.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, no, I would. Yeah, if I had a bike, man. Yeah.
We want Sawyer to sell his in the worst way. But it's gotta just pray and hopefully nothing happens because
Just got to learn.
gotta let him live. Yep.
For me, it was a bike or a boat.
A boat.
And I choose the boat all the time.
So what do you like to fish for? What's your?
I love doing bass tournaments.
Yeah.
I tell you, if you've never experienced it, and you probably have, I don't know but like when you're sitting out in the harbor and there's 60, 70 boats and you're waiting for everything. And then the motors start and that smell and that feel and the excitement. I mean, there's nothing like it. I mean, and then, whatever boat you are, but you just start taking off and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And like, it's just, I mean, it's such a rush. It is such a rush, man. It's
I want to go fast.
Yeah, right. You only can do 35 in the channel, so
I'll go 36.
yeah. But I mean, I love doing bass tournaments. Actually, in 19 days now, we're going to Gunnersville. Me, and a few of my closest friends, we're going down there. We got an Airbnb and taking the boats.
Oh, cool.
And going down and fishing for 6 straight days. Yeah,
Is that
be
part
fun.
of a tournament or is that just the fish?
just the fish.
Oh, cool.
Gunnersville is one of the top bass lakes in America. They actually just had the Bassmaster Classic on it. There's a tour, and they actually had their first tournament of the year was on Gunnersville 2 weeks ago. So got to see where all these guys were fishing, what they were using. So now I look like I know what I'm doing.
That's what you're
Sweet.
drinking.
So,
Is there any advice you would give your younger self?
oh man, no.
No.
I wouldn't, because I wouldn't want anything to change. I would be afraid any advice I would give my younger self would alter the path, and the journey is a reward. It may not have always been fun. It may not have always been easy, but to get to where I'm at today, had to have that. I tell a lot of younger kids and whatnot that I talk to, the view from the mountaintop looks good because you know what it looks like from the bottom. And if you don't understand the view from the bottom, you'll never appreciate the top. And it's not only that, climbing the mountain is the reward. And so my younger self, I'd say just, enjoy life, smile and keep going. I wouldn't.
It's solid.
It's a great
I just
way.
saw I think it was a reel, and a guy said he saw the top of some mountain, and he's like, and I was so pissed. Why am I able to see the top of that view?
Yeah.
Like it ruined it. He goes, I wanted to climb it. I feel like some views are only meant for people to actually climb it. He's like, but you can Google anything
Right.
and you can see the view from any mountaintop that people literally have to climb over dead people
Yeah.
to get to that view. And then they share it. He goes, that shouldn't be shareable. That should be only for the people that like worked their butts off
Oh, yeah. 100%.
to get it. And I thought about that. I'm like, that's so true.
Yeah.
Like we shouldn't be able to see that. That should be something you have to work really hard to see.
Oh, yeah.
But now everything you can see. You don't
Well,
have to
I
really
actually
work
had-
towards anything.
Right. I had the conversation with Tanner, and told him pretty much the same thing. Like, I mean, you get to do things is part of the cadet thing and whatnot. Like, not everyone gets to experience that, and not everyone should. You know, I mean, like, if you're willing to do stuff and pay the ultimate sacrifice, you deserve the ultimate prize. But you don't get the prize without the work. I mean, and so, I agree with that 100%. Like some things aren't meant to be seen unless you
earned it.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. I never thought about that until the guy said it, how mad he was, because he was like working towards that climb. And then he's like, then I saw it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to see it this way.
Right.
But yeah. Anything you want to add, Ernie? Anything you have one else to share? I mean, I know we kind of talked about a whole bunch of little things, but it's kind of what we do.
Yeah. No, I'm so thankful. Not nervous anymore.
Okay, good. We drugged him.
Yeah. No,
Cammy, you said you had something else you wanted to ask him.
I just had one more question. When you say that you're really hard on your kids, like, what does that look like? Are you a yeller? Are you strict boundaries? Like what?
Turning your phone in at 9:30.
Oh, really?
I like that.
Yeah. And we're the only parents to do it. That's it. And like, I don't care. Like I don't care. Whatever. Like I could care less. I mean, my oldest son has a bedtime and it's because he needs to go to bed. Have I yelled at my kids? Yes, absolutely. But not my kids, beyond a shadow of a doubt, know that I love them unconditionally with all my heart and would do anything for them. No, I mean, I just structure. Like, I mean, you're going to, I think far too often, the inmates running the asylum, and kids, like you see it, like kids are running the household. That's not going to happen at my house. No, I don't tolerate disrespect. I don't tolerate the talking back thing. I mean, it every kid does it. So, but it's like, respectful, manners, polite. I like clean up after yourself. It's just so, and I just, maybe I'm not hard on them. Maybe that's the normality. I just I don't get that impression from society. So, I mean, I don't care if they are happy with what I tell them to do. They're going to do it and they'll get over it. And then they'll tell me they love me. And, Sam still calls me daddy. So as long as that continues to go on, I'm good. I hope it goes on till like he's 40.
Hey, daddy. The phone thing is interesting, and for more than one reason. It's a very good idea. Is we took Cubby's never naughty. Cubby, like, honestly, is a great kid, but I took his phone away one day, and I was looking at it, and I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
And you had Keith is better with words than me, and he's like, is this exhausting for you? You work. He works a lot. He works every weekend, 8-hour days. He's in sports. He was up for practice in the morning.
Sometimes he'd have practice in the morning before school and then practice after school or a game after school. So
his schedule is full. And then he was dating this girl and she was blowing up his phone literally like every 20 seconds to a minute, like just stupid snaps.
Yeah.
Could be of your foot, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. It was constant. I was like, this is insane. This is absolutely insane. This is not healthy. So and
you get all the other outside distractors too, like friends or whatever, and probably stuff that he would want to partake in.
Yeah.
And didn't have to feel like he had to partake in. But then
you asked him, you're like, are you exhausted? Like, is this hard? And he goes, yeah. Like to keep up, like almost like it was a relief for him that we took his phone away. Cause it was like, I don't have to check.
Yeah, no.
Because
now it's my parents' fault.
Yep. Cause he didn't have to he's like, well, she's my girlfriend. I don't want her to not think I'm responding. And I'm like, every 20 seconds,
I'll respond to them too. They're like, just so you know, this is Tanner's dad. He doesn't have his phone anymore.
Okay, time. I did something to Journey.
He'll text you back in 3 days. Maybe.
So what did I do?
I don't remember where you're going with this.
Oh, so Journey, I took her phone away when she was in high school, and Sawyer was in high school too at the time. And I took a selfie and sent it to her snap. And I'm like, Journey's mom here, tell her to stop being so mouthy, and then maybe she'll get her phone back. Send all.
Nice.
So people are in the hallway.
That's why Melinda says.
We're the same. So Journey said, literally everybody in the hallway was like, stop mouthing off to your mom. And then Sawyer saw it. He's like, hey, Jern, you're mouthing off to mom. So everyone saw her. But
the kids have a phone because of Melinda. If it were up to me, I swear to you, they wouldn't have phones. And it's because it's not what they're exposed to, but it's who's exposed to them. Mm-hmm. Because the world is a very dark, evil place.
God, yeah.
And social media and I just feel like it's just a portal, you know,
Mhm.
and like I've tried to protect my kids as much and as long as I humanly possibly can. And, you know, it's sad because they have phones, because if they didn't, you know, they'd get made fun of, you know,
Yeah.
because there's kids in second grade that have phones.
Mhm.
And so, you know, I
Wild
feel
to me.
Knox is trying to debate when he can get a phone.
He's like coming up with an age and like that's the goal. I'm like, no, that's not how it works.
Yes.
no,
We're like, you're not getting it.
yeah. Don't you miss the 80s?
Oh,
Or
I was
the
just gonna say,
90s?
can you imagine?
man.
Okay, so I did like to record things like when we skipped school and did stuff. Like I would have a camcorder,
Yeah.
like with this stuff. But can you imagine if we had social media back then?
Oh God.
Can you imagine
I am
at
so
parties?
thankful.
I know, like, and so I feel bad. I do. I feel bad for this generation that
Yeah.
everything is there, everything is recorded, their whole life.
Yeah.
Nothing's like, do you remember this? Do you remember that? Oh my God! Like if there was pictures. Like,
Right.
Someone would have been arrested, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I do like that you do that because I feel like you're taking the load off them without even realizing it. Because that's what Cubby seemed like. He was like, "Thank God."
Yeah, I mean, with Tanner, you know, like we'll take his phone away, and he'll be mad at first, but then it's like he's a completely different kid.
Oh yeah, that's what.
Like he doesn't even care. Like once the initial like
Mm-hmm.
you're a jerk phase wears off, you don't care.
I was gonna say when you came and Melinda and one of your kids was mad.
They were sitting in a truck.
But this is the side. This is the
Forever.
part.
Yeah.
He brought cake, and one of it was carrot cake, and that's my favorite. And it was my birthday. So that's when I met Melinda for the first time because you came here. It was on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And
It's your birthday, yeah.
And we had no staff that day because we went to state basketball. So we were working. When I was in the parking lot for something, and it must have been Tanner. He was mad. He still waved and smiled at us.
Yeah.
I'm like, what a good kid, even though he was like
He was pissed.
hated the world.
Yeah, big mad.
But still, like he was in the back. He's like, and I'm like, I don't know if his dad's like, you better wave and smile.
No, not at all.
So he's still a good kid. Back to you, like saying it if they're jerks at home versus how they are, because we hear that too. Like we get, like I don't see that side of her, or I don't see that side, and we're like, thank God, you know, like you want your
you go to
kids-
parent teacher conferences and like, oh my goodness, and I'm like, look, okay, don't spice it up. I know my kid, like you know,
Right.
like just be honest.
Right. That's how it was for Nash. The teacher's like, oh yeah, he's in like, you know, whatever, like great classes, like not advanced reading, but like, we're like, what?
Doing well.
We're like, he thought he would struggle. No, he's doing great. We're like, really? Surprising with him. But we really appreciate you coming on and taking your time.
Pleasure was mine.
Anything else you want to say or ask this fella?
Yeah. Thanks for answering my questions.
You're very welcome.
Would you come back?
100% next week.
Okay.
Should have him on the conspiracy. Beers
So
and Banter.
we're thinking about starting beers and banter.
They're not. It's going to
Yeah.
happen. And it's going to be conspiracy theories and having drinks and chatting about conspiracy
Oh
theories.
my goodness, I'll clear like 3 hours.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
Like you have no
Because
idea.
he would get along good with
With
Tony.
Tony, yeah,
Tony
for
would
sure.
love him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You guys could just sit. I'll just sit back and like,
You know, it's
no,
funny.
I
They're
got
not really conspiracies anymore. I mean,
I know.
Once,
Yeah.
once they're proven true, they're
That's what
Yeah,
that
right?
funny
But-
funny Senator Kennedy said.
Yeah.
Are these conspiracy theories when they're all coming true?
not. Yeah.
I love that
the
crazy guy.
truth.
I love him so much.
Yeah. When
He
you said
should-
it to me, like I couldn't remember. And then you sent me those reels, and I'm like, oh my goodness, yes.
He's-
I just didn't process.
He's
the attitudes.
hilarious.
Yeah, he's
He needs to run
yeah.
because he's just off the wall. He's gonna die soon probably because he's not looking good. But like he's hilarious. But thanks so much for coming on. We know
thank
your
you.
time is
Yeah.
valuable and
Absolutely.
we appreciate everything you do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
you.
guys.
See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
See you next Tuesday. I think that's what I'm supposed to say.
So thank you.
Tell me